All right, so I'm kind of excited to show this to you guys and gals. One of the best things I've been doing for myself in the recent past was really starting to define different areas and aspects of my life, i.e., what is nighttime for? What is the morning for, right? Because a lot of times we try to have a morning routine, we try to have a nighttime routine to be able to get ourselves in the best state, the best scenario for the next day to be able to achieve the most. Prepare the night before for the morning that's coming up, and in doing so, I was like, well, how can we actually prepare if we don't know what it is we're actually trying to do, right? So I actually started sitting down and writing down like different points to address what the definitions were, what the titles were of these things. Like, what is nighttime? What is nighttime for? What is the purpose of nighttime? What is my outcome during the nighttime? And then what are the things that I'm going to do to make sure that my nighttime rituals or routines actually play into me being satisfied and fulfilled and successful in that moment and in the moments that they're leading into. So kind of interesting. I've been doing this a lot, having some great results on it. I'll do a little video on that another time. But I actually found something from probably about, man, like 3 or 4 years ago. I was working with one of my prior coaches. It says, do work at work and do home at home. Ritualize the mundane and create ease of enjoyment to daily into ease and create ease to enjoyment daily. And I have written down here: transition home to work and transition from work to home. All right. So in the first, and then transition from home to sleep. So at this point in my life, like I was coming home from work and I was really stressed out, and I'd come home and it'd be a long day at work, and I'd have, my computer bag and my lunch bag and my clothes bag and my gym training bag, and all these boxes and folders and things in my hands, usually a change of clothes from what I wore at the office that day, and just handfuls of stuff. And I'd come through the tiny little door into my house, and there's a dresser on one side and a table right in front of the doorway here, and then three dogs and my wife in front of me, all like, "Hey, you're home? Yes, it's exciting. We'd love you again." And it's shining joy on me, and it was fucking miserable because all I wanted to do was come home, put my shit down, change my clothes, relax, take a deep breath, and then enjoy my family. But I asked my wife a while before that to say, hey, like when I come home, it would really be important to me. Like if you got up off the couch, said hi to me, made me feel special when I came home, so I'd have some enjoyment. Here she is, and the dogs are naturally doing it, and it's supposed to be a wonderful experience. But what am I getting at it? I'm getting more pent up, more fighting, more aggression, more angst from coming home. So then I was like, all right, well, I'll start sitting in my car for a little while, cool down from work, and come back in again, bags and crap in my hands. And it didn't work out. So I sat down and I actually did this process of like, define what it is, the situation, define what the situation is, and then what is the outcome that you're looking for in that situation, and then what are the steps to do so. But I did it like 3 years ago, and I just recently rediscovered this process again. So it's kind of interesting. Couple of things that I came back with, which were really important. Some of my my best results with some of my clients has been this idea of separating from home velocity to hustle velocity. Right? We're at work, we're at hustle velocity, and we need to have some kind of way to put the brakes on from hustle velocity to home velocity, because typically we're not the same person at work as we are with our family, as we are with our puppies or our children, right? Like daddy and dominate the day at work dude are two different guys, right? So, um, one of the things that I started doing, and now I work with a lot of my clients to do, is giving themselves serious pattern interrupts. One of the biggest ones being the clothes that we wear, right? So, what do we do? What did I decide to do? I decided, you know what, like transition from home to work. So, work is for creating an energetic, healing environment to help people move, think, and feel better easily for a lifetime. For a lifetime, I want to arrive at work 30 minutes prior to work starting to have time to transition into hustle velocity. I want to change my clothes from my home clothes to my work clothes so that I have a new uniform on, that I have a new state, a new character, a new role. Superman doesn't fight crime when he's in his Daily Planet clothes. He fights crime when he's in his Superman clothes. And yes, I know they're underneath his regular outfit all the time, but he doesn't reveal that outfit until it's time to have that job be done, right? Um, I created a ritual for opening the office, doing some energetic and clearing work, burning some incense to clear the air, clear my mind, clear the senses, and so forth, right? And then I did another one for going home. I said transition from work to home. Home is for enjoying time and sharing meaningful moments with loved ones. So I reversed the ritual opening and closing of the office. I made sure I changed my clothes at work, and I made sure I don't bring work home for the evening unless it's important, which means it's scheduled and not put in urgently that moment. All right, 'cause most urgent things really aren't that urgent, and if it was that urgent, I'd probably be staying at work so I could focus on getting it done. But the second one I said there was really important. Change clothes at work. And what I ended up doing was, and this was a solution. I came home, and now ever since I usually have like a great greeting at the door. I'm like, "Hello, yes, this is awesome." As I separate myself, I change my clothes at the office, and that allows me to then, when I come into my house, already be out of my work clothes, already be out of my work environment, right? I don't need I was coming home and my angst was coming from the fact that I had all these bags in my hands and all I wanted to do was get out of my work shoes, take my scrubs off and my shirt off, get into like comfortable home pajama type clothes and be content and feel good and relax and take the cape off, be able to put my pajamas on and relax for the day. Right. So what I've done now is I bring my clothes to work and I leave all my clean work clothes at work. And then I change out of my work clothes and put them into a hamper and then bring them home once a week. But I have my home clothes at work that I change into. Now this allows me to be able to come home and not have the first thing in my mind being like, let me get out of work to be at home. My first thought is, let me get into home, right? So I get to come to the door now, bags without bags, and there's one less thing to do. Some other things I started doing is I try to bring less of my bags home, being that I'm not bringing work home. I leave my computer and my laptop at home, my work briefcase, things like that at home. Or if there are things that I do need to bring home, I set myself the time that I have 2 trips. I leave everything in the car. I come in the house. I say hello to my wife, say hello to the puppies, enjoy that moment of them saying, "You're home," and tails wagging and puppies jumping on you, that great moment I love so much. Give my wife a big old hug and a kiss, settle in for a moment, and they go, "Okay, I'm going to go out to my car and get my bag." For the extra 30 seconds it takes to walk down the driveway, get my bag, and come back in the house, it's definitely worth it to leave it out there, come in, see my family, have pure joy, excitement for that moment, that pleasure, that bliss, be home, take in being home, smell the food in the kitchen's warming up, all that good stuff, right? Candles to go and the wife has burning, and be able to really enjoy that moment, right? So that whole process comes from first for me defining what that moment in my life is. What is being at home? What is evening? What is sleep for? What is meals? Like, what is mealtime? What are these things for? Defining what those times and moments are first, and then saying, okay, now I know what this time is for. What is my object? Like, what is the action that I want to get? What is the result? What is the outcome that I'm trying to get at the point of this? What is my desired outcome from that moment in time and space? Then it's easy. Then I go, cool, this is the outcome. How do I get it? What are some ways that I can achieve that? And I can make those achievements happen easily and simply, allowing me to be successful, right? Set myself up for success, right? So now I know when I come home, home is a place for me to enjoy love, enjoy life, have the simple pleasures of family and friends and good times and good food and all those beautiful things. Cool. To do that, the outcome I want to have is to be able to have those experiences, to be able to walk in and feel that immediately. Cool. So how do I do that? I make sure that I set myself up prior to walking into that house to already be in that state, to already have myself relaxed, clothes changed, bags left behind, all taken care of. So I can walk in, ta-da! Happy home dad is home. And it makes life way, way better. So I just want to share that with you. I just drew this up from my filing cabinet, organizing some of my notes and coaching notes and workshop notes and seminar notes and things like that. And it was too good not to share, so I wanted to share it all with you. I hope you enjoy it. Like always, Modern Day Monk saying be well and live life fully.